try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. Yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive, and that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton going deep for Moncrief. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick there on the coverage.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 20.
From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deatrich Wise with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Patriots.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
A first carry here for J.J. Taylor. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
David Mayo brought him down.
Second down and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yard line.
On second down, it's White, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 50, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Patriots send out their punter. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
At their own 8-yard.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And New York set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Come on, dog! So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Jones pass.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now a toss right to Barkley. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Brandon Copeland. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this 1st half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
24-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll look to throw right away. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Michel. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down at the...
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
20. Right there, 54 Mike.
They fake the give. Newton flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Edelman unable to hang on that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's White. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They will go for it. Now Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Go, Brandon, turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 54, Mike 54, Mike 54. Not today, Mark. Not today.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
The Patriots send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Game offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The final shot before break. Jones out to the right here to Shepard. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was an excellent first half from the former league MVP, Cam Newton. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, 55 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic. and take it to the house? Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with White, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle by...
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Silver. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Newton now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Taken down.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Kill. Gun. Kill.
Operating from the gun, Newton, flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 24, Newton escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, it's White, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Nice, sweetheart.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Mike by 4, Mike by 4, Mike by 4. Tap.
From the gun, Newton. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Patriots 10, Giants 7.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd. All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And Ingram hauls it in.
And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And the Giants
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
to Saquon Barkley.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the gun, Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A give to Barkley out of the gun. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Flushed out right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Patriots 10.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Newton, wide open, Julian Edelman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
On first down, Michel. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A play fake to Michel, now Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong way.
From the 40 now on second down. Newton, they dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Newton on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, defense, let's go.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
But typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Jones got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tate.
Jones pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
So Newton and the Patriots
Down 20-17. A minute 51 on the clock. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Open man is Myers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Patriots' 47-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract
Their
time.
own 20-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the 30-yard line.
Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
20.
Now it's Newton. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Newton to throw. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards on each of the last two plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They need a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you, this was a fun one, just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.